Hey loves, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back in New York City for a few days, so we're gonna get ready together and try out some new products. As always, make sure you grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it and get ready together. So I did my brows and eyes off camera because the main moment for today is complexion. I have a bunch of basically all the new face products. So for my eyes, I used the Makeup by Mario Master Matte's Neutrals palette. I just did a couple browns in the crease and then a shadow wing, of course. And then we have a new mascara to try and new lashes, so that's why I just wanted to do a really basic eye look. And then I actually used a new brow pencil today. It's the Revie Beauty Easy Everyday Brow Pencil, and this one is in the shade Ebony. This is, I think, the tiniest brow pencil that I own. It was so easy to work with. Look at how small this is. I love the formula of it. It just glided on my brows and I was able to like really mimic brow hairs. You also get a nice spoolie on the end. It's very sleek and pretty packaging, so love this. So far, so good. Let's get started with the new mascara. I also have a new lash primer from Fenty Beauty. This is the Hella Extra Mascara Boosting Lash Primer. So we're gonna try this first and then we're gonna go in with the Hella Thick Volumizing Mascara, which this is not new. I believe they just have a new shade now. This one is in Let's Be Blunt. They have more colors. What shade is this one in? Yes, this is the darker brown. But I have tried this mascara before. I have the black version and it's really good. But let's try the lash primer out. I don't have a blow dryer, so I'm gonna curl my lashes and I just put it in front of the sun for a little bit. There's so much natural light coming in, so we are gonna heat up the lash curler the natural way. So usually when I travel, I don't really like to test out new makeup. I like to just bring my favorites. But this time I was like, let me try out some new products because like, why not? But this is what the primer looks like. The packaging is really pretty. I love this color. And a lot of lash primers, they're usually always like very white. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna look. Okay, let's do it. Let's get closer, up close and personal. I think I'm gonna do one eye with it and one eye without so we can see if it actually does make a difference. I don't really use lash primers, but I have used one before from Essence that was really good. It says this boosts your mascara intensity to the max for a dramatic looking false lash effect. Okay, I'm here for it. Let's see. And now we're gonna try the mascara. Again, this one is in Let's Be Blunt, which is just a very dark brown. Okay, I got you guys extra up close and very personal. That looks really good. Now let's do the other eye with no primer. I don't know if, can you really tell a difference? Because I can't really see a huge difference between both of the mascaras. The only thing is it's probably going to not hold a curl because it's not waterproof. A lot of times the only mascaras that are gonna hold a curl are gonna be waterproof mascaras. And I already kind of see my lashes drooping a little bit and like I said, don't really see a difference between the lash primer side versus no lash primer, but the mascara does give a lot of volume and separation. Just don't do too many coats because it can get a little clumpy. Now we have some new lashes. These are so interesting. I used one pair the other day when I did a more smoky look and I loved them. And today we're gonna try a little bit more of the less dramatic version, but these are the Lily Lashes Self-Adhesive Lashes. It literally says on here that no glue needed and they're body heat activated. So this is the style that I used the other day in Star Catcher. They're very voluminous. I love half lashes because they just give a little wisp to the eyes, but they don't completely close them in and make them look too small. But yeah, these are gorgeous. You can reuse them up to 5 times, it says. They're faux mink. The other day I had these on for a few hours and they literally lasted all night. Like I had no issues with them. So today we're gonna try out this style Daydreamer. They're a little bit less voluminous than the other ones that I showed you guys, but let's see. It says you don't have to trim them or anything. When I applied them the other day, I was like, wait, this is fabulous because lash glue, it's like I have a love-hate relationship with it. And I actually love Lily Lashes. I've been obsessed with their half lashes in the style Enticing. Those have been like my go-tos. And I'm gonna use the little applicator too from Lily Lashes. So let's start off with the right eye. So I'm gonna just plop it on in there. What do you know? My camera literally just died again. Or overheated, but I'm gonna just take the little comb side on the applicator and just comb through the false lashes with my real lashes to make them blend a little bit easier. All you have to do is literally just plop it on and then adjust it a little bit to your eye, but I think they look pretty good. The band is a little bit thick, so personally, I recommend doing a little shadow wing or a little eyeliner just to make them look a little bit more seamless. But they applied really easily though. See, like the band is a little bit on the thicker side. So a liner is gonna just make them look way better. But literally you just pop it on. I like the applicator too because you can really adjust it to your eyes and press down the lashes. Yeah, these do apply really nicely. I think they look really good. Like I said, the only thing is the band is a little bit thicker. So what I recommend besides doing eyeliner is also just squeezing down the lashes so that they have a little bit more of like a blend to them with the real lashes, and that really helps. And that's why I do like this applicator. You could even use tweezers as well, but sometimes with tweezers you got to be careful you don't poke your eye out. But they really are self-adhesive and like they're very comfortable. I totally recommend Lily lashes because they are very fluffy and light on the eyes. And I'm gonna wear my makeup all day today, of course, so I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looks like. But the lashes the other day when I used them, they lasted all day and like they're actually on there. Let's do a little tight lining. I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. No Budge retractable eyeliner in black. This also helps to make it look a little bit more seamless. No glue, false lashes, sign me up. Now let's prep the skin. I'm gonna just use a little bit of my Rhode glazing milk. I have a tiny bit left of this. This is now like, I think my third or fourth bottle of this product. I am in love with it. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. I don't have a new primer or anything, but we have a new skin tint. So in a way it's good. That way we can really, you know, try out the skin tint for what it is, just on bare skin. I'm gonna just do a little bit of my Dalba multi-balm on my under eyes for a little boost of hydration. Now we have a new skin tint. Finally gonna try out the Grip Gel Tint from Milk Makeup. I have the shade 6 here. I also have 7, but I think 6 is gonna be a better match. So apparently this is supposed to be like a 12-hour light to medium buildable coverage. Is it a good match or is it too light? I think it might be like a little bit too light. Oh wait, I forgot I have the milk brush. Okay, hold on. No, maybe it's not too light. I think it's actually a perfect match. I have a new brush. This is the blending brush from Milk. This is what it looks like. It has a little angle to it. It's a little bit more dense. You could even honestly use this for like bronzer, cream blush, or cream bronzer. Okay, let's try shade 7 now. I'm curious because I feel like shade 6 is like a touch too light. Oh, I think 7 might be a better match. So this is 7. It's very runny, and this is 6. I feel like 7 has a little bit of like a warmish undertone, so I think ideally probably 6 would be better. But since I have both of these on the back of my hand and I don't want to waste product, we're gonna mix both shades, but I feel like 6 is a better match. All right, let's paint this on. So I always manage to forget something whenever I'm traveling. This time I forgot 2 things. I forgot most of my hair products. I brought heat protectant and my straightener and my curling iron, but like I have no other hair products, so my hair is gonna be so frizzy, especially because it's so hot. Also forgot floss, but we had to go to CVS last night because I cannot go to bed without flossing, so that was a must. But I always forget something, whether it's a little thing or a big thing, it's always something. So the skin tint is a winner so far. We're gonna see how it wears, but right now I love the way it applied, especially over top of the glazing milk. It's not an overly dewy product, but it does have a little bit of radiance in there. I think it evened out my skin tone. It doesn't have crazy coverage or anything just because, you know, it is a skin tint, but I feel like the coverage is pretty decent. Now let's try out a new blush. I have these gorgeous blushes here from Nude Sticks. So these are the all over face dewy colors, and we have 3 different shades here. We have the Nudies Bloom, Nudies Glow, and then this one is Nudies Matte, which is like a really pretty watermelon coral shade. Oh, okay. I just put some on the back of my hand. It's a little bit more of a sheer formula, but it looks like it's buildable. We're gonna use the color Lilac Love. Gonna do a BK Beauty 115. I love the shape of this. Let's blend that in. It's a really pretty color, but once you blend it in, it does sheer out quite a bit. Okay, the other one is in Bubba, and this is a matte color. Oh, see, yeah, this one packs a punch a little bit more. Oh, that's pretty. I like this one. The lilac color is cute too. It's just a little bit more sheer than I was expecting, but that's not necessarily a bad thing though, because with blushes a lot of times, sometimes when they're overly pigmented, it could just be really hard to blend and make it work. Now we have a new concealer and a new brush from It Cosmetics. It's the Do It All Radiant Concealer. This one is a multivitamin and serum concealer, and I have this one in the shade Light Medium Neutral. It has a little sponge applicator, and then you just twist it. I have the new brush. This is the angled concealer brush, the 148. It Cosmetics has really good brushes. They're pricey, but they're really good quality. Ooh, that is nice. It's really dense and fluffy, but their brushes are super soft too. Doesn't have a lot of coverage. I think it's a little bit more of like a natural kind of formula, so I'm gonna build her up because we want a little bit more coverage. The brush feels amazing. It doesn't feel prickly or too hard. Very soft, very dense, but there's still a little bit of, you know, like fluffiness in there. Feels very thin. But the product, it really melts into the skin, similar to kind of like the skin tint. Like it has that very like runny consistency, but, oh, and we have another good shade match with the concealer. Yes, Light Medium Neutral 230. Brush feels amazing. I love angled concealer brushes. I think they're the best, truthfully, because you can really get in there and be very precise and detailed with blending, but you're still gonna get really good coverage. The concealer looks really good. It does have a little bit of like a luminous finish, and I have my computer here because I wanted to pull up some claims. It says it's a medium coverage, creaseless concealer with a multivitamin serum that visibly plumps, conceals, hydrates, and visibly brightens. And I will say, I do feel like it is like a serum-y kind of concealer. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the NYX serum concealer, which is one of my favorites, but this one has a little bit more of a radiance to it. We do have one minor problem though, you guys. I forgot my under eye puffs. I'm so sad because I have a new loose powder, Bare Minerals Original Translucent Powder. Never used this before. It's not new, but it's new to me. But I always lately have been applying my powder with an under eye puff, and I literally don't even have like even a small brush for my under eyes. The smallest brush that I have that I feel like would work for under eye powder is the one from Milk, because it's like angled, so we're gonna have to just make it work. I just like spot cleaned it a little bit. I'm really taking a gamble trying out new products right before I'm about to leave. Okay, I feel like this kind of darkened my under eyes a little bit. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. It's not super bright. Let me try with the other pressed powder that I have. It's from this brand, What's Up Beauty, the Wind Dancer Pressed Setting Powder. This one's in the shade Light. It's a talc-free clean beauty brand. Apparently it says on the back here. What's Up Beauty. Look at how beautiful that imprint is on there with the butterfly. I love it. Let's set the entire face. I'm gonna use this little flat top brush from EcoTools. Or is this EcoTools? Yeah, it is EcoTools Complexion Buffer. Cannot wait to see how this makeup wears throughout the day. I do like it. You can't really see the blush though. Maybe I should have probably added more. I want to play around more with that formula because I'm not super familiar with nude sticks. The Bare Minerals powder doesn't look bad. It's just not a very brightening powder. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I prefer my Huda. We're gonna just do a little Huda. I don't know about that Bare Minerals. It's actually good that I had this brush. This is perfect for the under eyes as well because it's the shape of it and it's a little bit more also dense, so it like packs it on. Makeup by Mario. I didn't know he came out with new bronzers. Apparently they're talc free. So this is the Soft Sculpt Blurring Powder Bronzer, and I have this one in light medium. I'm gonna bronze my forehead. It applies really smooth. I really needed that. This is one of his brushes too. It's the, I think it's the bronzer brush. I had the packaging, I threw it out, but it's just like a little dual-ended brush. The bronzer is nice though. It applies really smooth. I think his original bronzer too is really good as far as like the formula. How gorgeous is this blush from What's Up Beauty? It's in number 20, Serene Sienna. The packaging is also really nice, but I love like the swirl in there. Okay, it did get some color. Oh, got a little glow going on there. Because of all the colors, you get like a little bit of everything. You get like a little touch of warmth in there with a little bit of like a golden glow. I want a little bit of pink, so I'm gonna add a little bit of my ambient lighting blush in Ethereal Glow from Hourglass over top, just for like a little baby doll cheek moment. This is a nice topper. I like it on its own, but whenever I just want a little bit more pink to my cheeks, I like to add this right on top. I honestly thought the one from What's Up Beauty was gonna be a little bit more pink, because you see you got some baby pink in there, but I feel like it pulled a little bit more on the warm side. I did not know that Fenty had a new setting spray. So this is the Makeup Extending Setting Spray. Found this at Sephora and I don't know why. I feel like I haven't heard anybody talking about this. Oh, that's nice. It has a very mild scent, but it's like so mild that it's like barely there. I needed that too. It's like very refreshing. I am hot, girl. I'm literally sweating right now and that felt so good. Let's do a lip combo. I have these new lip frames from Dominique Cosmetics. If you're familiar with her brow frame, this is like pretty much the same thing, but just in a lip pencil form. You see how it has that flat edge? I already swatched these and they are so gorgeous. I'm gonna go in with the color Berry Sweet. This is one of my favorite shades. I love the shape of these. The only thing is, I hate when I get pimples around my mouth. Like I have one little pimple right there, because then when I line my lips, it looks like it's uneven. And now we're gonna top it off with the shade I'm blushing. And that's how you know a lip liner is good, is that you can use it multiple ways. So you could, I actually saw her doing a whole video too with like contouring and like adding blush. So these are very like multi-use, not just for your lips. If you wanted to, take it there. A little pinky berry lip today, I love it. And we're gonna add some Dominique Cosmetics gloss in the shade Creamer. This is another one of my favorites. It's a good topper over like anything, to be honest. And not sticky. And it's also not shimmery. It's like a true high shine creamy gloss. Okay, makeup is complete. I'm gonna wear this throughout the whole rest of the day and I'll come back later on and show you guys what everything looks like. But I love the end result. I think it looks really good. The setting spray, also really like it because it's very light and I feel like it melted in my makeup, but it doesn't really feel like a traditional setting spray. Like the mister is just super fine. So I think this is gonna be a winner, but yeah, lashes, everything are on. Lip combo's good. This is the last thing I'm gonna do is just add a little Queen glitter spray from Eva NYC. Look at this little mini, it's so cute. I already have some, but I'm gonna do more. So I will see you guys in a few hours. So here is the makeup after 9 hours of wear with no touch-ups, and my favorite thing that we used is definitely the lashes. They held up so nicely. I actually even reapplied some eye drops throughout the day because my eyes are so dry, and they did not budge. They actually still feel really comfortable even throughout the day, so totally recommend those. The skin tint and concealer also work beautifully. No caking, no excessive creasing, no separating. My least favorite product from today's video is definitely the Bare Minerals powder because it felt so incredibly dry and I don't like the fact that it darkened my under eyes. So that for me is a dud. And then the setting spray from Fenty is also very matte. When you first spray it, it feels hydrating and a bit refreshing, but the dry down is totally matte. It kind of reminds me of the One Size, but let me know if you guys have tried any of these products. I will leave any other updates in the description box below. But I think for 9 hours with no touch-ups, no primer, everything wore really nicely. But let me know what you guys think and let me know if you tried any of these products. Any other updates I will leave in the description box below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for new videos every week, and I'll see you very soon in my next one.